Okay. 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 That's good. All right. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. You want me to do that? Okay. Let's see. Can you? Ah, the sound is on. SJ. Okay, darling. I think we've got it fixed, darling. Okay. So, hello D, hello SJ, and hello Angela. And Crazy Coolios. Hello. How are you? You are great. Thank you so much for waiting for me. But we got the problem fixed. And SJ, I am fine. How are you? And how are your boys? Hello, darling. Okay. We are showing oh, Angela, yes, darling. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Welcome to our live stream. Okay. So what has been the biggest problem with your son? Okay. All right, D. Let's see what good news is coming. All right. Okay. And I know you guys are D, I believe you've got some interesting news. Yes. Okay. D. Yes, hi Crazy Coolios. I am so glad you're back. Thank you for joining us. All right, D. Your 3 cards, the wheel, and then the Knight of Swords, and then it's the Death card. SJ, I'm sorry. Okay, so D, what this is saying is your life is about to change. And you're not totally prepared for it, which is why the Knight of Swords is here. Swords are mental, like ideas, that type of thing. So you're being a little super protective of yourself. And then, though, with the Death card, because you are single, what this is saying is, darling, you will not be single much longer. All right? This is more than just the basic committed relationship. That's already there. This means like a proposal, marriage, that type of thing. So that's where things are going. And it seems to be starting quite possibly just this weekend. Okay? Again, the Wheel of Fortune strongly indicates taking chances and going forward. And okay, SJ, no dear, you're not single. You're in a relationship, but it's going to go into that full bore commitment. Yeah. So, all right. Crazy Coolios, that is awesome. Yes, I remember those days. All right, Angela. Well, D, yes, he's going to just kind of show up. I think he's going to surprise you again. Crazy Coolios, are you really getting married? Somehow I'm not truly convinced of that. Okay? And SJ, let's see what good news we have for you. What's the good news for SJ? All right. King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles. All right. Well, apparently you are not going to have to kind of hold on to your son as much as you do or have in the past. With the Seven of Pentacles being the second card up, that means you're actually attaining a goal. And it's about something you truly treasure. All right? Doesn't have to be money, but it is something that you truly treasure. Okay? And that's what's important. And then with the final card being up, the Six of Pentacles. What this one says is, apparently your life is really trying to balance out, and you're doing a great job. So I think your youngest son, who has the most issues, I think you're going to be amazed at what your input and guidance says about your son. He is taking it, he's working it, and you're going to find yourself being very happy and much more calm. Okay? This is good. You worry a lot. With the King of Swords being the first card, it's like there's times you don't want to be the go-to person for all the answers. That's okay. You know, it's all right. You're not going to have to do that all the time now. Yeah. So that's good. And Angela, are you still with us, darling? Okay. Crazy Coolios, let's see what is going on with you. What is going on with Crazy Coolios? Hi, Angela. I was afraid we lost you there for a bit. Good. Thank you. All right. Crazy Coolios. Knight of Cups. Two of Swords. And the Page of Wands. It would tend to look, from my perspective, it does not come up that you're getting married, dear. You are going to find a very good friend. Yes. SJ, it can be very scary dealing with life and death. But you're going to be okay with your son, especially your youngest. Yeah. So, it's okay. You're doing a great job. Just remember that. And no, you don't have to answer everything for your son. Let him do some of his own figuring things out. And Angela, what has you so anxious tonight? Or lately? Because I think you've got something changing in your life as well. And let's see here. What has made Angela so nervous? All right. Thank you, Crazy Coolios. That's okay. I knew you weren't talking about a relationship outside of yourself, okay? That's all right. And that's okay, Crazy Coolios. It's all right. Okay, Angela, what is going on at your job? Because you're looking at this going, I can't do it all. I can't do what I need to do and do everything else that they want me to do. So it's like you're really frustrated with that. You're also not sure if you feel welcome somewhere. Now, is that due to family or is that due to the business, the company? Okay. Now, the three cards that I pulled, the first one is the Ten of Wands, which is the one that can make you feel overburdened and underappreciated. Okay. The next card is the Seven of Wands, which is saying you don't. Okay. So you don't really feel welcome there. Okay. Now, however, the final card is the World. What this says, very soon, as early as a week, because I'm looking at around 7 days, okay, you are finally going to feel so comfortable that you could actually almost be, excuse the term, lazy. Now that is, of course, just by other people's eyes or understanding. Don't dwell on what makes you that comfortable, because you're going to have to get busy again, okay? So this tells me, I believe you are finally meeting this guy. Apparently it will happen in roughly the next 7 days or so. And you're going to feel just that comfortable with him, okay? The whole thing, your family, whatever they're doing or saying that you don't like, that makes you feel like you're not really welcome around them, no, not unless you've actually talked and not in a relationship yet, okay? Because you haven't gotten comfortable, apparently, with this one person, okay? That's what is changing. So you're going to open up a whole new world for you. Yeah. I mean, they're not telling me who he is, and that's okay. Because what you're dealing with mostly is like the family issue. But that meeting this guy is going to make just about anything that they have said in the negative to you is actually not going to matter anymore. Because you've got someone that listens to you and cares about you. Yes, you're going to meet your guy very soon. Yeah, it's cutting it close, but it's like around Christmas. Because today, let's see, yeah, if it's within 7 days or so, you're looking at the 22nd of December. So, yeah, I think you're going to be great. Yeah. Just remember, if I haven't said it before, with the people that are negative, all you have to do is take a moment, go to the bathroom or go do something, and look at your face, focus on your eyes, and just say 4 words. Say, I, Angela, love Angela. And it's going to start. It will not happen in the next 2 hours, but if you consistently do it every day, pretty soon whatever anybody is negative about isn't going to matter. Yes, you're going to meet this guy. You're going to be great. Okay? And crazy coolios, you could be single your whole life. That's fine. That's all right. That could be your choice. It's okay. Everyone has their thing. All right? So it's all right. And, okay. And now, let's see here. That's right. Angela, you're getting outside of your box. And to me, that's great. Oh, honey, SJ. You may not be ready to date just yet, but you are going to find yourself talking with a gentleman. He has, I think, quite a bit of gray. No, Angela, you can't really prepare for it, but that is, you can program for it. And that's what happens when you kind of go through those words. I, Angela, love Angela. But you have to look at your eyes, because that's where the change starts. Okay? Darling, it could take a few days, it could take a few weeks before you could do this and not blush or feel embarrassed or even saying, this isn't going to work, this is crazy. Yes, I, Angela, love Angela. That's great. That's right. Dee, you got it. If you are happy with you, if you know what you have to change in order to be better for you, then yeah, that is great. Angela, he's going to be just as shy and nervous meeting you. Okay? It's all right. That's right. I know you are, Angela. You are great. Just, like I've said before, darling, don't reveal everything about you all at once. Just do one or two things. Okay. Well, Crazy Coolios, I'm glad you came in. And you have a very good night and weekend. Okay? You'll be all right. So, you're always welcome to join us, darling. So, bye. Yeah, Angela, I'm telling you, you had put yourself kind of inside of a box where it was safe. It was just kind of comfortable. Okay, thank you for popping in, Crazy Coolios. So, bye, and jump in whenever you want. Okay? Yes, Angela, yes. Because you've cut a hole in the side of that box that you've put yourself in. And that's what's causing you to break down those walls. To be different. To act a little different. And that's what's going to make the difference when you meet this guy. Okay? It's all right. Because he is also shy and nervous. Yes, it is definitely time to come out of the box. And you're doing it. And now, Dee. Regarding your work, do they understand? All right. Here we go. The 3 cards I pulled for you, Dee, is the Hanged Cat, the Temperance, oh, I know you will, and then the 7 of Wands. So this combination, okay, the company you work for is having to look at what you do and what your boss does and seeing what is actually going on. So they're looking at you and your boss differently than before, okay? Then the Temperance. They have chosen, so far, not to do anything, not to make any move forward. They could go the direct route and tell your boss, they don't need her anymore. Or they could say, well, maybe if we just demote her, that might work. But keep her, okay? Then, here is the Seven of Wands. You're not really, yeah, you've noticed, I know. You're not really comfortable there anymore because there seems to be a lot of frustration and anger about you being in the position that you're in. Definitely, Dee. So what this says is you're going to move into your new slot, your new, excuse the phrase, home. And this would be at work. Yeah. Well, I tend to think it is going to be a demotion because she is not able to keep doing the job, and that's what they're saying. Because with the Temperance card, on one hand, there's the cup that's overflowing, which that represents they do like her. They do want her to stick around. Yeah. And then on the other side is a cup of fire. That would be saying, no, you're done, you're gone, now, leave, now. Okay, so they've kind of flip-flopped between all of that. So that tells me, what I saw when I looked at this card is, I believe they want to keep her and they will have to demote her. Well, okay, you may be equal in your work or your skills. She doesn't use it. You do. That's where you're the stronger of the two of you. That's why you're afraid that everyone's going to dislike you for kind of that moving in. Taking her slot. So they're going to test you. They're going to watch you. Now this would be the upper bosses, okay? They're going to watch and they're going to see how you do and what you're doing. I think they'll calm down. So will you. Her reports back to the director are not very detailed. Yeah. You, on the other hand, seem to be highly detailed. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like, yes, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of that anger, fear, that you get in that position. Are you going to hurt anybody emotionally? Like fire them? So they're worried. They're scared. Well, and the team is going to be changing. All right? They're going to move people around. I know you're very detailed. Yeah. That's why they're watching. They're waiting. They're seeing your work compared to your boss. And they're not happy with it. Okay? So that's where this all starts. So it looks like, yes, the tension is going to be high there for a while. I'm looking at up to 7 months. Okay? The tension is going to be high. But it's only, well, I know you're going to leave. And undoubtedly it would be by about this time next year. Yeah, because I think you'll do the job maybe remotely. But they're waiting to see what you're going to do. Okay? Because this is just the reading on the job. But you would hold that new position, I would say, for at least 7 months. Yeah. So, you're doing great. And let's see here. SJ, did we lose you? Yes, D, you could be remote with your job. Angela, oddly enough, well, you're welcome. That's great, D. He's nervous. He's going, I still say it's going to happen at your job because he's going to ask you in a roundabout way just to be able to talk with you about finding something that he kind of already knows where it is. But he wants an icebreaker. He wants to know about you. And he's scared to just walk up to you and say, I want to date you. Will you accept that? So that's why I say he's just as nervous and shy as you are. It's just being a guy, he does it differently. Okay? Good. And SJ, did I answer your last question? I'm sorry. I got kind of tied up trying to be thorough and complete. So, the guy you're going to meet is going to at least look your age. He may be older. He may be younger, but I can't tell for sure. He's very awesome. You're welcome, Angela. First card I pulled up is the Hierophant. Now, that could be somebody that keeps records, like a CPA. It could be someone who has to do a lot of reports. Somebody in a bank. It's like somebody that has to do a great deal of accuracy and information. He's a very wise man. And I think I found out how you're going to meet. Do you drive a whole lot? Or even moderately? Because apparently, and this is just what comes to me, because I'm going, his car seems to maybe break down. Because you've got the Tower here. And that means something has to break in order for the two of you. No, okay, Angela, this is for SJ. Yeah, I think you two meet totally, well, spirits say, no, it's not by chance. I think it's just going to look that way. Thank you, Dee, for coming in. You're great. Now, SJ, this, like I say, with the Tower card, something has to break in order to get something new. So I'm going to say I think it's his car that breaks down. You'll see it, and you could take him to his house. You could take him to a bus stop. It's like something. You're going to help the guy. That's how you two start talking and getting to know each other. Because, and I think it's a mutual thing here, there is the Five of Wands. And this is, if I wish I could show you the card, but it's 5 like torches that are all burning, all right? And 2 or 3 of them have fallen. So you've got the fire damage, okay? There's a cat leaping through the flames onto a tree branch and over a fence. So what is happening here is somebody is helping you, and maybe you helping the guy, get out of a bad situation. So this is why I think something has to break. It seems to be outside of the home, and he's going to rescue you just like you're going to rescue him. Okay? It's great. You're not meeting this guy completely by accident, because I think your late husband has something to do with it, as well as the spirits. Okay? And by spirits, I'm not talking about ghosts that haunt you. Okay? I'm talking about angels or spirit guides. And that's the way things go. I would also say, with the Five of Wands being the final card, this could be anywhere, because it's a 5. It could be 5, not hours, it's kind of late at night, but 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. It's a 5, okay? If it's 5 months, it would be simply because you've got to kind of do some more healing before you actually meet, okay? So that could be why it might take 5 months. But you're going to be happy. It is going to be great, all right? Even though it may take a long time, which I understand all that. Yes, angels. So I think that's how you two meet. Yes. That's great, Angela. You know, I've been teaching the guy I live with to also come out of the box, because he has himself so square-centered, he can't see out of it. He can't see what could be there. Right. Well, SJ, it's going to change. That's what's really neat. It's going to change. So, yes, at first, you might date and consider yourself friends, but I'm not sure that it's really a friendship. I think it's actually, I think it's more. I think it's an actual relationship. Well, yeah. That's what makes you a good mom. Now, with your son that's living with you, your youngest, you're not going to have to oversee him so much in the near future. And that doesn't mean he doesn't need you or want you. All right? What it means is he's becoming a little more self-sufficient. And it's because of your coaching and even your questions to ask him. So, as the example, it's raining outside, but he decides to go out in a tank top and jeans, and that's it. No coat, nothing else. And so all you have to do is ask him, don't you want to wear a coat? Older son with the sickness. You can still do this, darling. Definitely. And for whatever reason, I will lay you odds. Your oldest, and here I go shuffling, your oldest son, look at you. Yeah, I was getting that. It's almost like, whatever, it's okay. Okay, so with your oldest son, is he going to get better with his illnesses? Okay. All right, he is going to be working on recovering from his illnesses. He's been afraid. He hasn't let anything go. He's not willing to do any change at this time. It's like right now. The next card, I mean, you've got the Judgment card first. Then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Cups. Okay? Does your oldest son drink, like alcohol, too much? Because something with, it's like he's afraid to face reality. And that may be it. I'm not sure. Okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, he does a lot of almost like protection. It's like, no, you can't come near me. No, you're going to hurt me. Go away. It's like overly protecting himself. No drink. Okay. Well, with the Knight of Cups, it's like overly emotional. He's into something that he ought not to be into. And that cautions him and makes him more protective. Okay. And Angela, I am so glad you joined in. You have a wonderful night yourself. And yes, darling, you are going to get a whole lot of those big changes. And what I would recommend is one at a time so it doesn't get overwhelming. Okay? It'll work. You're going to find yourself feeling brave. All right? So, have a great night and wonderful weekend. Okay? We'll see you next week. All right? Good. Okay. That's awesome. Get your rest. Take care, all right? Thank you for coming in. So, SJ, whatever your son is doing, it does make him very emotional. Yes, Angela, I look forward to you coming in next week. You yourself take care and get plenty of relaxation here. You're going to be busy. Okay, work is going to be very hectic. I get on the next day or two that you're going to be working. Okay? So you're good. All right. Okay. Okay. SJ, does your oldest live with you as well? And is he the one that has kind of an issue with um, choosing the right thing to do? Because I'm getting, it's kind of like he's afraid of kind of being trapped. He will never be trapped. But, okay, you got the Eight of Swords, and this basically means you're surrounded by swords, and you don't see a way through them. But there is an opening. Ah, kidney dialysis. There's the fluid. Okay. Yeah. But you know, he is going, he needs to say, you may have to do it for him a little bit. Okay, like I said, you start off with the Eight of Swords. The next card is the Star. And then finally, the Seven of Cups. Okay. Yes, SJ, what is your question? Or did I misunderstand that? Because, hello, Crazy Coolios. Welcome back. Okay, SJ, your son is going to, I'm going to say it, it looks like he may be saved. And I have a feeling it's going to be early next year. Okay? Yeah, I know you're good. So, he's got to say to himself, I will have what I need. I am worth it. I am accepting of it. And he needs to focus on getting what he needs. So it looks like he may have a kidney transplant coming up. It's not too far off, but somehow he's going to be saved. But he's got to think very positive and be very definitive of what he needs. So it's not like him saying, I'll never get saved. I'll just die the way I am. Now that's a fatalistic approach. What this is saying with the Star card is that he can actually get what he wants. Yes, you're working on it. And that's why this series of cards, Seven of Cups being the last one, yeah, there's several to choose from. And your son is going to be able to find one that works for him. Yes, kidney transplant. Yeah. So I do believe he is going to be, quote unquote, saved. okay? You can do this somewhat yourself regarding him, and that just means it's insurance. Okay, they'll pay for it. They're not going to hang him out to dry. But there's two things you can do. You could start a GoFundMe page and ask people for donations. Yeah. Because I'm looking at, like I said, the Eight of Swords. He's afraid of not being hurt or being hurt. The Star card, which is having your dreams, wishes met, that you've earned them. They're now yours. And then the Seven of Cups. Okay, he doesn't have insurance because I get somebody paying for it, the bulk of it, and it's not you, dear, my dear. So maybe you need to do the GoFundMe page. You will just be surprised at how many people will help you and him out. It would be difficult with the getting insurance, but you're going to have it, or well, he's going to have it. It'll cost a fortune if you use this insurance. Yes. That's why, yeah, you can get a little extra help, maybe for his recovery. Because I see things coming together for him. Because it's not going to hurt him as much as it is right now to have the transplant. And it looks like it is just one. But you only need one to live. That's okay. Because like I said, somehow you're going to get the money up for him. Now I know, and I've read enough of the stories about things like this, that GoFundMe page brings in thousands of dollars sometimes. That will help cover what he's got to have done. Okay? So, yeah. I would do that right away. Because he's got a chance coming up. It won't be too much longer. Yeah. Well, as I say, definitely look through the insurances. The one that I absolutely cannot stand is Cobra insurance. And that basically is for people that can't get insurance any other way. But it is so expensive. Last quote I heard was like $800 and some every month. And I'm going, they're out of their minds. But they may cover him. You have to look up on the internet, and they'll have help topics there for you. Yeah. Um, since you may be able to do it on Facebook, but you can also, I think, do it kind of on your own. But I know you probably should go in on the internet and check out exactly how to do it. And that's going to help, okay? And SJ, you are very welcome. And yes, I have gone a few minutes over because of all the issues at first with the microphone. So, yes, I've given you all a little bit of extra time. So, you know what? You are such a great person. Yes, find out about it. And I would get it started literally ASAP. It's like right now. The very day you find out how to do it. Set it up. Okay? I think it's going to help you and your son the most. And now, I probably need to go. So, I thank you for joining us, SJ. And Crazy Coolios, if you're still there, I thank you for coming in today. And, well, tonight. And so, I think you're all in a very great place. So, try not to worry, because you're going to be okay. All right? Okay. And you know what, SJ, if nothing else, I will also look up on the internet about how to start a GoFundMe page and see what I can get. Okay? So we're going to work on it together. Oh, you're welcome, darling. You deal with so much. And you feel alone, but you're not. Because your late husband is right there with you. So if you ever feel like somebody is touching your shoulder and nobody else is around, yeah, that would be your late husband. Okay? Also, when you find warmth in a way that isn't usual for you, because I get somehow you're getting a it's kind of a reddish, there's more than one color in this blanket, and it's like you get wrapped up in it and you feel comfortable, warm, and loved. That's your late husband. All right? He is your angel. Now, I say that, but that's limited because he's going to come back. Okay? Yeah. So, sweetheart, again, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much for coming in and having your reading. I think it's great. I love it. And I love you. So thank you, SJ. And Crazy Coolios, if you're still there, thank you for coming in. And we will do more of a reading for you. And now, I didn't say, what is the wow for, SJ? Oh, don't go before you explain that wow. Oh, I love you too. I want you to take care. Have a great week until we talk again next Thursday. All right? Same for you, Crazy Coolios. And anyone out there listening, by all means, come in, and if nothing else, say hi. All right? All right. So good night, everyone, and you take care, okay? Overwhelmed. No, you won't be for long. Yes. But you're going to do it. All right? Okay. So, I will talk with you next week. You have a good, as I say, great week. And we'll talk later, darling. I do have to go. So, I will say good night. And you take care. And just know that you're loved. All right? All right. Thank you so much.